welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah and I am the owner of the iCanHelp, your reliable virtual assistant. In my videos, I'm sharing tutorials for beginners. I am also doing training for aspiring freelancers or virtual assistants out there. So if you want to join in any of my training, please feel free to message me in any of the social media accounts reflected on your screen. So without further ado, let's get started. I know that it's been a while since my last video and I did promise or posted in my page that I'll be sharing you guys tips on how to do email scraping. So that's the video that we'll be doing for today. So let's get started. So before we start, there's something that I wanted to give to everyone who will watch this video. So I have several email templates that I wanted to share to everyone. So it could be for sales, for marketing, for HR, or if you wanted to have or gather investors. So yeah, it's a bunch of email templates that I wanted to give out. And if you're interested, please leave a comment below and I'll reach out to you. I'll send you the link on how to access it. And that's it. So this is my Google browser, and as mentioned, I'll be sharing 5 ways to scrape email addresses for free. Okay, so the first one is following this format: quotation plus email extension. Okay, so this is very important. This will serve as your keyword. Why do we need to put a quotation? Because this will specify or give a message to Google algorithm that I am searching for this specific word in the web. Okay, so that's why we have to place it in quotation. And at the end, we will be adding the email extension. So it could be at gmail.com, at yahoo.com, or whatever email extension that you are searching for. Okay, so let's give it a try. Now, again, we will be using, or so I'll be like imagining, or I'll be assuming that I'm searching for prospects that would be a great user for headlamp. So since I'm working for a headlamp company, I wanted to have this as an example. Okay, so for example, I'm searching for hikers, so I'll be using the quotation. Again, use the quotation, and I'll search for hikers. So that means I'm looking for hikers. Okay, now if you wanted to be specific, you can add another word. So, for example, if you want to add a specific location, so we'll be searching for somewhere in the US. Okay. Also, you can add as many words as you want, but again, that would confuse the Google algorithm if there are too many words in it. So I would highly suggest that you just specify like what is the niche and the location that you wanted to target. Okay, so now we have our keywords. So you can disregard the location or you can add the location. That depends on you. So I think I'm happy with this one. Now we will add the email extension. So I'll be using the gmail.com. So at gmail.com. Okay. So this will be our keyword. Okay, as you can see, again, we have quotations. So the words are enclosed in a quotation and the extension or the email extension. So just simply click enter and you will have this result. So for my case, as you can see, if you can observe in the result, the Google result is displaying email addresses, right? That's because, again, we used the extension at gmail.com, which is telling Google algorithm that okay, I am searching for a file or a details with an at gmail.com somewhere in the text. Okay, so that's why we have this email addresses. So as you can see, we already have email addresses in just a simple keyword or like formula if you would like to call it like that. So there. Now remember, hikers, we have enclosed them in a quotation and then the email extension. Okay, now what if you wanted to really focus on a specific social media sites? For example, you're focusing on Facebook, just Facebook. Okay, so you can add another extent or another additional formula in this format. So you can just simply add the site itself, and then still we have the quotation. Okay, okay, so there, the site, the quotation, and the email extension. Now, how do we do that in the actual search? So let me show you. So I'll still be using this. So I'll still be using that, but I wanted to target Facebook users. Okay, so I can just add site colon. Okay, there. Can you see that? And then facebook.com. Okay. So now I am telling Google algorithms of or whatever Google processes there is that I am searching for hikers in the US. I'm only targeting people who are in Facebook. So I wanted Google to show me their email addresses using the extension at gmail.com. So this will be our format. Now let's see what would be the result. Okay. So if you enter, as you can see, the results that we're getting are results from facebook.com. So you would notice that there, okay, you have facebook.com. And the good thing is we also have the email addresses, right? And the US keyword, okay? There's the hikers, the USA, and the email addresses, okay? So if you scroll down, same, I know that some results might not have like an email or whatever, but I assure you that most of these results will really display the keywords that we entered in our search. Okay, so we have here like USA, and then hikers. Okay, I think this is a company, I'm not sure, but there. So that's how you search for an email address. Okay, again, you can use any keywords that you want, just enclose them in quotations to make sure or to give to specify that you are searching for this word. Okay, again, you can use any sites as well, so it could be facebook.com, instagram.com, or whatever. So this is the first way on how to scrape email address. By just simply searching it in Google, you already have your email addresses, just like this one. So we have USA, hikers, and this is from Facebook, and the email address. So that's it. That's for the first one. So for the second way on how to scrape emails, we will be using a tool. So this is for free and it's called Shane tool. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this, but this is a very helpful tool. So we call this a Shane tool. Now, what is Shane tool? Let me show you how to get that. So just simply search for the word Shane tool on Google and you will have this result. So what we will be clicking is the second one. Okay, so this one. Now simply click that and you will see like a button. So if you click this one, that means you are adding, or this is a way to add Shane tool on your bookmarks, on your Google bookmarks. So if you can notice, I have here in my bookmarks. So if I just show you, so if I go to bookmarks, I can actually see Shane tool. That's because I added Shane tool in my bookmarks. So that's for easy access. So again, just search for Shane tool and click on this button and it will automatically be added to your bookmarks. Okay, so what does Shane tool do? Okay, so let me show you. So again, this is the result that we had a while ago when we searched for this keyword or this format. And what we will do is, instead of manually getting all the email addresses that is being displayed in this first page, again, you still have a lot of pages, so that means you still have a lot of emails to scrape, so it will be time consuming if you are going to go through them one by one, correct? So what we'll do is we'll be using Shane tool. So the first step is simply highlight everything that is in your like screen right now. So when you search, just simply Control A, and there you go. So I am highlighting everything that is in this first page. Okay, so again, don't disregard this one because right now we are still in the first page. Now, once you highlight that one, go to your Shane tool. So I am expecting that by when you apply this process, you already have the Shane tool in your bookmarks. Okay, so let's go to my bookmarks and click on Shane tool. So you will have this result. We have Google, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus. So what we will be clicking is the scrape emails. Okay, scrape emails. Click that and you'll have this. These are the email addresses that is or that are displayed in this result. Okay, so as easy as that, you already have, again, let me try. Okay, go back to bookmark, chain tool, and scrape emails. So there, okay, I know it's duplicate because we already clicked this one a while ago. That's why it's giving me another set. Okay, but again, that's just the same. Simply copy that to whatever notes you have or your Excel file or whatever. So, like for example, for this one, and there, just assume that this is my Excel file. Okay, so now I already have email addresses of the people that are potentially related to the keyword hikers. Okay, so as easy as that, and that's what we call a chain tool. Okay, again, just search for the word chain tool on Google. So that's the second one. So now let's go to number 3. Okay, so it's called email extractor. Now, email extractor is a Google extension. That means you can add that on your Google browser. So what does email extractor do? So again, if you search for email extractor on Google, so you will have this result, chrome.google.com. So this means that this is the link to the extension. So you can add that as an extension. Again, just simply click this one and you will have this. Okay, since I already have that in my browser, so that means that's the button is displaying remove from Chrome. But again, if it's new to you, so you can add this. There will be an add button right here. Just simply click that and it will automatically be added to your extension. So as you can see here, I have several extensions and I already have email extractor. So what does email extractor do again? So again, let's go back to this result that we had. So I don't want to confuse you guys. I'll use this as an example. So that's why I started with this format because it's very useful. Okay, now we are already again in this page. Okay, now let me show you how email extractor works. Okay, so once you're in the page that you're or once you already have the results and you want to scrape all the emails, just go to your email extractor, this one, and click that. You don't have to highlight anything, just click that and the email addresses will be displayed. But again, take note since it's scraping every emails that is in this current web, you might get like personal email address of yourself. That's because you are using or like this tool is recognizing your email or your personal email as an email. Like technically it's an email address, but then again it's because if you click on my name right here, I have several email addresses and that's why it's also showing up on the result. But again, if you use this, just click on the email extractor and you will have this. So you will just simply like copy on this last part right here because this is or these are the results that are here on the result that you have. Okay, so again, just simply click on the email extractor, and that's for number 3. Again, this is for free and just simply add it in your Google browser. Okay, so that's for the third one, and for our fourth, it's called email exporter. Okay, so again, this is another Google extension. That means you can still add this in your Google browser. But I'll show you what's the difference of exporter to extractor. Now, if extractor is extracting emails that is already in the page or in the screen that you have on your screen right now, email exporter will not just scrape emails, but it will also scrape contact numbers. Okay, so it's for contact numbers. Now let me show you how. Okay, so we'll still be using this page and let me show you the result that email exporter will get when I use it. Okay, so let's go to my extension and here is my email exporter. Okay, click on that and there you go. So I already have or I have like email let's see, 21 phone numbers. Okay, so again, these phone numbers are basically from the results that Google is seeing on the page. Okay, now you can export this into like a notepad. So again, you can export these files as well. So if you export that, you will have this. And if you click that, there you go. So you can copy that on your Excel file. And if you're wondering if the Google Extractor can also like you can still also like export contacts, so you can also do that. If you click again the email extractor, there is actually an option here to download this as an Excel file or a text file, so you have that options. Okay, so that's for the email exporter. So now we're down to the last one. So the last one is called Hunter.io, and this is one of my favorite tool. Why? Because it's very helpful. Okay, so like it's like when you visit a website and you wanted to scrape an email addresses that are associated with this website, you just simply click on the icon of Hunter.io and you'll have it in an instant. Okay, let me show you how. Okay, if you search for Hunter.io on the web, they actually have like an extension. Okay, so let me this is the website for hunter.io, but before that, let me show you um how to add the extension hunter.io. Okay, so if you click on this is the website, but you can also add that as an extension. So if you scroll down, you'll have this chrome.google.com. So Hunter, there we go. And then if you click that, that should okay, there. So this you can add this as a Google extension so that it'll be easier for you to access it if it's already in your extensions, just like this. So if you can just add this, so I already have it in my extension, so you can have that by clicking this button. It should display add. And as you can see here in my extension, I already have that. So this is the Hunter. There you go, there. So now again, this is the website for hunter.io, and you just simply subscribe. So the trick there is that you cannot subscribe to this if you are using a generic or a web-based email, like for example at gmail.com, at yahoo.com. So the hunter.io would be needing an email with an email extension that would say that it's a company email. Like for example, if you're working for abs.com, okay, for example, like Mendoza at abs.com. So that's telling Hunter that the email is associated to a company. So that's the acceptable email address. Okay. Now, so I have my account here, and once you signed up, so let me show you how it looks like. So let me sign in. So this is the dashboard of hunter.io, and the best part here is that if you're targeting a specific company and you wanted to get the email addresses of the people that are in that company or associated to that company, just simply add the or enter the company website, because most of the time, or I think it should be or must be, that the extension of the email addresses of the people associated to this website or this company will have the company website or link or URL in their emails. Like for example, I worked before in a credit bureau or business analytics company. It's called CRIF, and if I search for CRIF.com, so I should have these results, and as you can see, there are 170 results, that potential results associated to this website or to this company. So I just simply click on here, and then I Hunter will display several or a lot of email addresses that has at crif.com as an extension or as an email extension. Okay, and it will also display the sources of this email. So what a hunter Hunter.io does is that it scrapes email from the web, so emails that are displayed in a public sites, page, blogs, or forums or whatever, as long as it's public, so that it will not like affect the DPA whatever issues. So it scrapes emails across the web, like it covers global because it's in the web basically. Now it can capture the different email addresses again associated to this extension. So as easy as that, you'll have several email addresses, and it will also like display which department are these people like connected. So you have here support, sales, communication, and I assure you this is a very helpful tool. Okay, one of the ways to use this Hunter.io tool as well is that if you visit a website, like for example this website, and I wanted to get the email address of the people associated to this website, I don't have to go to the website of Hunter.io to search for barefoottheory.com to capture the email addresses. I can just simply visit on the site and click on the extension that I have here. So if I click that, I should get the result that I want because I will have the email addresses of the people that has an extension of barefoottheory.com. So as you can see, once I click that, I have this result and the departments that these people might be connected or might belong in. So I have here executives and sales. There are three email addresses that I can get or I can use and the sources of these email addresses. How cool is that, right? So that's for Hunter.io, and I guess this is helpful if you are targeting for companies or yeah, organizations. So this might not be very helpful if you are targeting like people who are not really connected to any company, like if you are targeting Gmail accounts or Yahoo accounts. So you can use the other tips that I've mentioned prior to this. Okay, so those are the five tips for the five useful tips for everyone, and you can try it for yourself and see how easy it is to like scrape the email addresses. Okay, again, the first one is site plus quotation plus email extension. The second one is chain tool. Third is email extractor. Fourth is email exporter, and the last one is hunter.io. So that's the end of our video, and thank you again for watching, and I hope that you subscribe to my YouTube channel because I have a bunch of videos, tutorials for everyone. So again, thank you for following and see you in my next video. Bye!